A lot of people may not know us, Taylor Hospitality, but we own, we operate, we manage, we develop hotels, restaurants, event centers, and actually we also do golf and country clubs. We're based in Virginia, Charlotte, just outside of Charlottesville, a little town called Waynesboro, but for the most part, our footprint is all over the United States. And we're in Virginia, West Virginia, up in Michigan, out in Missouri, Texas, down in Florida. You name it, we try to be there. Differentiator for us, we believe, is that we're all in. We're all in on a variety of different factors. We come in very early in on the project. Many times we're the company that is raising the equity. We're the company that's finding the debt for our owners. We work with numerous different investment firms as well as family offices that are there, and we'll do all of the underwriting and work with the architects as well as the developers. Sometimes we are the developer, sometimes we're not. Many times we are participating on the investment itself, so that allows us to operate that particular property, that hotel with that owner's mentality, and we're looking at anything and everything to be able to drive the profitability, but in the same fashion be able to drive a fabulous guest experience for our guests that choose us on a daily basis. Our philosophy is maybe a little bit different. All of our managers are lean management trained, Six Sigma trained, and when you roll that in, that's a process development that came in from manufacturer. We've applied it to hospitality and to service. When you do that, our processes are very streamlined, very efficient, and ultimately that translates over into the guest experience, because anytime that you're embracing lean management, you're not really looking at it through the lens of the developer, you're not really looking at a lens through the owner, you're really looking at through the lens of the customer, your ultimate customer, and that's the person that chooses us on a daily basis to stay with us, to experience that particular community with us. And so we really embrace that. We embrace that ideology, and we embrace that thought process, and ultimately that does translate into a very strong, profitable entity for not only for us, but also for our investment partners and our owners that are out there. We have a ton in the pipeline. This is very exciting for us because we have a project in Bourbon Country. It is formerly known as the Capitol Plaza Hotel. It's going to be rebranded. It's a massive renovation, reconstruction there. We are a stone throws away from Buffalo Trace Distillery. So we're all in on the Bourbon Trail. It's a 163-room hotel with a massive amount of meeting space. I think we have roughly about 15,000 square feet of meeting space. 2 different bourbon restaurants that'll be right in the property itself. That's one project. We have the Mark Twain Hotel. That is the Mark Twain building that we're right in the midst of gutting right now in downtown St. Louis. Fabulous project. That's kind of right in our sweet spot. It's a historical renovation that we're bringing back to life in downtown St. Louis. Another project that we have is in Laredo, Texas. We just purchased an old hospital called the Mercy Hospital, and us and our investors went along with it. It's going to be 250 rooms, 20,000 square feet of meeting space. We're partnering with Gene Simmons and Rockin' Brews. They're going to be our restaurant and bar concept, so we get all of access to everything KISS that'll be there. So massive amount of entertainment that we're dealing with. We're building a rail yard event center in Elkins, West Virginia. 100% entertainment, 100% hospitality, 100% meetings. We have 2 major projects in Michigan and another one in South Florida, there in Palm Beach. So the future is very, very bright for us. And that's why I say we own, we develop, we manage, and we partner with our investors. When we look at it that way, we're not just a management company, obviously just operating the facility. We are really partners with our teams that we put together to be able to make sure that project goes from start to all the way to eventually when we're servicing guests where it's successful. So we're working with all of the details that lead up into something that is really truly special for that particular area, that community as well. One thing about Taylor Hospitality I think that is so unique is we also do golf and country clubs, and that is a completely, to a certain degree, it all revolves around people. You have to hire great people, you have to empower great people, and you have to hire the right people to be at, to represent your company at that particular property. But the club, to a certain degree, it has a very limited number of customers, and we may have 400 members at a club. And so that team that's there at that property has to unequivocally create and program the activities at that club to be able to drive demand. And I will say we have taken that philosophy and that mindset over into the hotel and the hospitality space. You know, as we're looking and we're doing our forecast and we're looking down the road and we're saying, hey, we're 8 weeks out or 6 weeks out and we're really soft in this week, or we're soft in here, we've taken that club mentality and we start to program those properties so that we can effectively drive demand at our property. And I think our teams have done such a wonderful job because we have that side of the business where we're doing it every single week, where we're creating the programs, we're creating the bourbon nights, the wine dinners, the concerts, you name it, s'mores night. We're taking that and we're bringing that over into the hotel space, and that has allowed us to continue to be successful year over year, not only in our occupancy but also in our rate, and then also it's helped us on our guest satisfaction. We're adding that additional layer of experience, not only for the area but specifically for that particular property. Our partners are the lifeline of our company with all of the individual hotels that we operate. We put together partnerships with each one of these particular properties and their investment groups or their family offices that are there. But then on the same token, if we're doing a development, we have a fabulous architectural partners, Campo, out of New Orleans. We have a fabulous GC firm, Peric, out of St. Louis that we deal with. And more often than not, it's the three of our companies together that are making sure that that development of that particular hotel really moves forward in the right direction, just because we've worked so well with each other over the course of time. And it really is, it's a partnership not only with the brand that we have, but it's the institutional, it's the investment partners, which is so critical. Because we have to provide a fabulous return. At the end of the day, it's up to our three companies to execute and be able to deliver what we told them that we were going to do. And that's, I think, partnerships that we've established over the 15 years that we've been in business really have allowed us to continue to grow and be successful, not only for us, but also for all the people that were involved. Everything in hospitality, we see the biggest and the greatest opportunities within hospitality really revolves around experiencing that area. What we're seeing is that the traveler really is not traveling to stay in a room. They're traveling to experience that particular area, whether it's the food, whether it's, the libations, or whether it's the areas where they can hike and do anything in that particular area. So we really see the greatest opportunity is embracing those areas that you may not have thought about, but the experiences are so good. And then embracing those areas and really adding hospitality on top of that. We're really seeing the day and age of where you're just going to go to a hotel room. We're seeing it really expand significantly greater into that area. So the future for Taylor Hospitality is extremely bright. In the last 3 years, we've doubled in size. In the next 3 years, we fully anticipate that we're going to double in size. We have roughly about 25, 26 properties in which we are working with throughout our entire portfolio and fully anticipate that's going to be north of 50 here in the next 3 years. And the way that we're going to be able to do that is really through what we do on a day-to-day basis, really embracing our core values. We have a thing called Echo Teamwork, where E stands for execution, C stands for caring, and H is honesty, and then O is ownership, and it all revolves around the team and hiring great people. And we've been very, very fortunate over the course of our time that we've hired some fabulous hospitality-driven professionals and that are great team members. And whenever you hire great people, good things always happen. And in our business, it's all about people and giving them the best possible chance for them to be successful in their own career. And when they're successful in their own career, we're the byproduct of that, and we're the beneficiaries of it. You know, people always ask me, when you're going to retire, you know, and I always say, when you retire, you expire. And I just see myself keep on doing this because I love what I do, and I love the people that I get the opportunity to spend a lot of time with, and that's our team. I'm Sean Taylor, CEO of Taylor Hospitality.